If you're headed to SeaWorld Orlando for the next 2 weekends, you may see signs for something called Inside Look. And then you may ask yourself, what in the world is Inside Look? So let me break down for you what Inside Look at SeaWorld Orlando is all about. First off, a little history lesson. SeaWorld has been doing Inside Look as far as I can look back since 2020. I've seen some places say 2018, but I know for a fact they've been doing it since 2020. So Inside Look is where you get to go behind the scenes and see where the animals are cared for, what it looks like to look down into an aquarium, get up close and personal, more so with the animals, not necessarily touching, no touching really allowed, but more up close and personal to go into those areas that say, restricted access or employees only. You get to go into some of those places. And this is a lot of fun. And there's always different places you get to go. This year, there's two new ones that we'll talk about here in just a moment. So, a couple of things to explain. One, many of them are not ADA accessible because you have to go upstairs, downstairs to access some of these places. So some of them are not ADA accessible. Make sure to check the website. There's a whole listing that tells you which ones are and are not. So make sure to check that. Also, this is free. It is included with your park admission. There's no additional cost. The only thing is that two of the locations for this year do require you to get a reserved ticket. So you can't just go get in line and wait for this event. You have to go get in line, get a ticket for the event, and then there'll be a time slot when you get to go inside. So a few of those things out of the way. Again, it is free. It's included with your park admission. Doesn't matter if you are an annual pass holder, someone visiting on a one-day ticket. If you're on a guest ticket, you get to enjoy Inside Look. So Inside Look this year is offering 7 locations. 5 of them are repeats from previous years, and like I said, 2 of them are new. So let's take a look at what is the options for where you get to see Inside Look this year. So first up is inside the Marine Mammal Care area and Dolphin Nursery. So this is one of those locations you will need to get an advance ticket, and this begins at 11 a.m. across from Flamingo Gifts. So it's going to be over in the Key West area of the park. So if you're entering the park, you're going to want to hang a left, look for Flamingos, Flamingo Gifts, and you should see a spot to get those tickets. But this will take you behind the scenes into where they prepare the food, where the food is weighed, cleaned, all that stuff, prepared, divvied up, all that. It's called the fish house. So you get to go into the fish house, which is pretty cool. And then you get to see the dolphins and maybe interact with them a little bit at Dolphin Nursery, which is pretty cool. Some baby dolphins, so that should be fun. The second spot is one of the best ones if you have a big group, you all want to go in together, is the Rescue Center, because that one, they can get a lot of people through very quickly, and so that was a good one to do. But here you get to see the filtration system that SeaWorld uses to filter all of the water to keep it clean and healthy for the animals. You get to talk to animal personnel. You get to see, if they're not out rescuing animals, the devices, the boats, the trucks that they use to haul the animals to and from SeaWorld to be rehabilitated and then sent back out into the wild if they are able. And that's a really fun spot to visit. Make sure you add that to your list. Third is the Coral Rescue Center. This is really cool. It's inside of the old Turtle Trek building. They've got it all set up nicely. And this will be every 30 minutes from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. Someone will be talking about the coral, answering questions. So make sure to check that out. One of my favorites is inside Manta Aquarium. This is one of those that is not ADA accessible because you're going up the steps to look down into Manta Aquarium. It is fantastic. You got to do it. I highly suggest it. So you can see the place where over 3,000 marine mammals call home, talk to the aquarist, ask questions, and it's a lot of fun. Make sure you do that. New for 2026 is inside Antarctica, the penguin habitat. This is the second one where you will need to get a reserved ticket if you're wanting to do that. And this starts at 10:45 It says location in the Antarctica realm. Tickets distributed at 10:45. Doesn't give an exact location, but be prepared. People will be in line before 10:45, probably about 10 o'clock, to get these tickets. So make sure you're there early to be able to do that. Sixth is the Inside Shark Encounter. Again, not ADA accessible because you're going up steps to look down into that huge shark tank where the tunnel runs through. So you can look down and you can see sharks and you can see the people riding the tunnel through, and it is really, really cool. It's a 700,000 gallon shark habitat, and you get to see the medical pool as well. Again, ask questions of those who work with the animals. It's a lot of fun. Now, seventh is another new one. It's called Inside Birds of Prey. And this will be, I believe, there's a map on the website. I'll make sure to pop a picture up for you. It is going to be over behind Mama's Pretzel Kitchen is where I believe it is at. It's in between the pizza and the pretzel kitchen in there. So if you've gone to Sesame Street, you've gone too far. If you've gone to Infinity Falls, you've gone too far. It's in the middle there. So make sure to look for signs for that. They have nice flags, signs, are easy to find. But this is Birds of Prey. So you can see a variety of owls, a bald eagle, and it gives you an opportunity to see these animals up close at SeaWorld Orlando. It's pretty cool. Now, in addition to those 7 main attractions that you have to kind of wait in line for, there is also a dolphin trainer talk, and these happen throughout the day at SeaWorld Orlando. Also a sea lion trainer talk, and that'll happen, it says, before each Flippers Facts and Fun show, so make sure you head over there to hear that. At the Rescue Center, there will be a dive talk. Now, this is really cool. I saw this a couple years ago. It is a diver in the water. He's got a type of regulator on, or she, whoever it is, has a regulator on where they can talk to you from underwater. It's really, really cool. There'll be a person outside who will take questions and send them to the diver, but it's a really cool experience, especially if you have kids that can talk to someone underwater. So make sure to check that out. There is the fun show Seal of Fortune, where the professional animal care specialists take on SeaWorld's famous longshoremen to see who knows more animal facts. What's fun about this is that they will call kids from the crowd to come and participate. Pro tip on this one: if you are there early, there's a better chance that your child could get picked. They go around ahead of time and they pick out kids in the crowd, kind of talk to parents, make sure everyone's okay with it. So make sure you are there early if you want a chance at that. If you don't, arrive late and just sit and watch. It's a lot of fun. There is also a family activity zone, and this is going to be in a different spot than it normally has been. It is going to be in the Key West area. It's kind of looks like it's across from the Manta Aquarium a little bit. Kraken, wrong part of the park. Manta area just a little bit. So look for signs for that. It'll say family activity zone. It should be pretty easy to find. And then last but not least, there's an inside look scavenger hunt. You can purchase your map at the rescue store, Finn's Gifts, and Trek Treasures, and then take it along when you're visiting the inside look locations. So probably buy this before you go to the locations, and if you've completed it, you can bring it back to the rescue store at the front of the park to receive a special prize, which is pretty cool. Sounds awesome. So there's a lot going on with Inside Look, and I highly recommend visiting. It is so much fun. If you have a kid who's interested in like what things look like behind the scenes, if they've always asked, hey, can we go do one of the tours and see what it's like? Do this. It's a free tour. Go check out these 7 different locations and learn more about how SeaWorld Orlando cares for the animals that they've rehabilitated, or that they're rehabilitating, or that they're caring for, who cannot be released back into the wild. So if you have any other questions about Inside Look, leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer them. This is going on this Saturday when this video comes out. It is happening right now at SeaWorld Orlando. Also happening on Sunday, and then next Saturday and Sunday. So make sure you make your plans to go and visit Inside Look. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time here on Ant on the Move.